There we are. Only an hour and a half in, and we've reminded ourselves what the hell we were doing. Not too bad. Now, I have shown up at a few of those labs, not in a trench coat. In one occasion, I simply wore a nice suit, which works. Another, I had an old lab coat and a mad scientist look. Granted, being a big guy, I was more intimidating mad scientist. I mean, also wearing a suit, you either look like the muscle, or... actually, no, you could definitely have been from two of the factions with a suit. Thinking about it. Right, okay. This appears to have a phone call. Return still on the start page. Such an Aavak stream. Yeah, absolutely, Ashling. Alright, so we start with a bunch of things. We've started with a pig chamber, which is actually quite good. We've started with a rune scriptorum, super important, a refectory, a student hall, and a dormitory. We've also got new students. We've also got new houses. Now, we do not know what the quest for this area is going to be yet. So as a consequence, I'm going to keep one of these houses in reserve. However, if we have a look at our classes and students, the generic house is really no good for me. I don't like the generic house as anything other than showing me that my students need to be assigned to another house. Also, those are the teachers. We don't have any teachers yet. We will be getting teachers in a moment. A bruiser in a suit or looking like a mad scientist is a bit... yeah. That... Fair. We are going to set up one house as our catch-all house. And we're going to do that right away. Okay, so what have we got? Arcane Scholar, Passionate, learns the 4th and last magic level 25% faster, or Chosen by the Light, learns light magic 25% faster. Beautiful, character loses much less sanity when insulted because they're beautiful, so they don't care. Athletic moves 25% faster, and Worker learns all magic 10% faster. Now, we are probably going to have a decent amount of workers anyway, so I'm not going to go for that one. Arcane Scholars, Passionate, and Chosen by the Light. I'm not that fussed on these. These are things that I'll choose once I know what quest are, because we're going to have 3 quests, basically. That's how we get our 3 stars. One of them will be a generic quest, usually, to train a certain amount of students. Once I know what that type of career is, I will make a house that is kind of dedicated towards that quest. And that I will try to have things like Arcane Scholar or Chosen by the Light, so on and so forth. And I'll very heavily restrict what they can learn to maximize getting the amount of people that we need. Also, I tend to have a dungeoneering class, or rather house. So if I can, I'll make a house with things like Unbreakable and other survival qualities that are pretty useful. And again, I will maximize classes that will tend to give them good survivability in a dungeon. But you know, this is one of the things where there's a little spattering of all kinds of magic help with that. Then you've got your catch-all one, which is just something that's useful to get people through school. I also like to have a finishing house. And so the last year of a student's time with us, I'll move them into the finishing house, which has traits which are specifically good for getting them, for example, like ambitious is a good one or for the last year, because it ensures that they'll likely get a good role on their graduation. Stuff like that. Anything that will increase their prestige. That's the way I tend to roll with that one. But for our general house, I guess we will go with Athletic, because moving around faster is always good. Passionate is not really that good. I very much doubt that I'm going to be having people in this. Like, this would be great on a finishing house, actually. But it gives me no benefit for the vast majority of the time. But since I kind of wanted to go for Sacred Magic anyway, I guess taking Chosen by the Light is something that we could do, and then I could prioritize light magic there. I just wanted to say good luck. We're all counting on you. Thank you very much, Crunkspleen, and thank you very much for the 58 months, mate. And Cinder Dragon, thank you so much for the Prime. That was incredibly kind of you. Converted from a Prime to a Tier 1 sub. Even more kind of you. Thank you so very, very much, mate. I use transmogrification magic to convert my Prime sub to a normal sub. Do we have trans? Is that on the Leafin? Can you make sure that transmogrification is added to the I don't think we're going to be able to fit it in this year, but maybe we can kind of squeeze it in next year. I wasn't aware of the Prime to full sub modification qualities of transmogrification magic. I must confess that kind of flew under the radar. Now, for our general one, well, I guess we could pick this one since it's chosen by the light. I mean, again, the general class, it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to have a nice light color, though. Let's go for something bright. And actually, let's see what we've got. Chevron. Or maybe... Let's see. I think we will go for a chevron. Sure. This can be more gold, I think. It's far from gold. Somewhere around here. This one, just make it a little bit brighter. There we are. Right, as for the icon, let's see what we can get. We want something that says... Oh. Yeah, no, something that says this specifically. Womp. Make it a little bit bluish. There. Kind of wish the chevron was the other way now. You know what? That works. Here we go. Ernbrand, thank you ever so much for the 2 months, mate. Second month, best month. Thank you very, very much indeed. Alright then, tis time for us to get some naming games. Now the way that we're going to be naming, we're not going to name every student because frankly I will drown in students by the end of this mission and this stream. We would run out of names so quickly. Also, stopping to name every student would just be painful. We will, however, name every teacher and every house. So, you know what to do, chat. Those of you who didn't blow all of your dapper ducats on voting for this game can now put your name in there. There we go. We've got quite a few. Tonk. Right. I'm going to close that off for now. And I will call out the naming game when I need them. So, starting off, we're going to have the House of Cinder Dragon. Click. Okay. That should all be good. House creation form, good. Head teacher signature. Pow. I'm not going to look at the new house, but we're going to want to check that out eventually. Now then, we've got a pick chamber already, and that's going to be an important one for us, because we desperately require... Where am I going to place it? I could just place it over there, but it would lock off the top of that area, and I don't want to do that yet. That being said, getting the refectory, student hall, and dormitory already set up nice and fast would probably be huge. But let's see what kind of cards I can get first. Nature room, alchemy room, medicine cabinet. Active characters in this room recover health over time. That might not be a bad one. This will slowly improve all alchemy skills, runes, potions, and enchantments. This one will train all nature rooms. Now, these initial rooms, they don't train anything particularly fast, but they train everything in that discipline. So it is really useful. I will go for the nature room. Let's get another one. And every time you buy a card, it costs more. The Psychologist. A room where psychologists can make your students immune to the loss of sanity. That's not how that works. Active characters in this room improve your reputation with peasants. The Refectory would be able to install that. A new house already is actually really good. But I'm going to hold off on it. I think I'll take the banner. Right, the next card is going to cost 200, and that's the last one we get. The light room. Okay. Well, since I said I wanted to get some more light magic, No, this is not Sunday school. Private room allows 2 students to rest in great conditions, which greatly reduces tiredness and improves sanity. Now, normally I probably would go for that. However, light room is important. So there we go. Right, let's get these down. So the rune scriptorum, I'm going to pop that down on the ground floor straight away. And we are going to need a new name. Let's have a look. So we've got Austin, who's got mediocre pedagogy and is chaotic evil. Now, the qualities of the teacher actually do greatly affect the students, because people will learn better in rooms with teachers who align with them. So the needs of chaotic students in this class grow 10% slower, and bad students in this class learn 10% faster. We've got chaotic evil on both of them. I don't know what to say about what that says about Masters of Runes, but here we are. So, excellent pedagogy improves their students' learning rate by 20%. Not so great there. Neither of them are unionized, so I don't have to pay them as much. You're an elder, moves much slower than other members of staff. Ancient wisdom, students in this class learn 10% faster. Unbreakable, reduces all losses of health by 20%. And heavy sleeper. Now that one is more for them personally. Tiredness lowers 30% faster. Courageous deals 35% more damage in combat. Pretentious, their presence increases the boredom of other characters. That includes students. Round belly, this teacher gets hungry faster. And fun, students in this teacher's class get bored half as fast. That's an interesting combination. Now the blue ones are locked in. The other ones you can change. You can change the others. Okay, so we're going to go with the pedagogy excellent. That's just an obvious one. But, I require to change your name. Can I change your name, please? Hello? Did I miss the ability to? Okay, well I guess the first one is not named, but damn it. I did click on the area that I thought I needed to click on to change their name, but it just didn't take. Oh well. We'll pop down a nature room as well, because I want the learning rooms on this floor. Tunk. Ah, there we are. Just need to click there, not on the name itself. My bad. So, neutral evil, lawful neutral, pedagogy good, pedagogy mediocre, unionized, not unionized, no negative traits, courageous and pretentious, fun and round belly. The blue ones are linked. You can't get rid of them. These ones you can change depending on what you have, and everything more or less, like pedagogy, their alignment, their union, the union status can all be changed. Nature teacher Gladys Vetruin, hawk-eyed, active students in this same room misbehave 75% less for 2 minutes, and clumsy. Active students in this room have a 50% chance to suffer from magical aberrations, like, you know, their head turning into a pumpkin, or sprouting a tentacle from their brow, or becoming a tree. Various things. I don't know if the becoming a tree thing is a thing. I can remember the pumpkin head, the tentacle face. Can't remember the other ones. But we need a name. So Gladys. Oh no, you shall be Nalet. Nalet Veteran. There you go. Welcome, Nalet. Dunk. Leafin is up next. Oh my lord. Right, let's get the light room in. There we are. Okay. Inspiring. Students in this teacher's class have a small chance of losing a random negative trait. She knows how to get the best out of her students, I'm sure she does. Relaxed. Moves a little slower, and their students learn 10% slower. Unbreakable. Chatty. Slows down the learning rate of students. Oh, that's not good. Unbreakable. Neutral. Okay, our light teachers are taking hard and fast down the middle. I can appreciate that. Pedagogy is good, though, over here, whereas it's appropriate there. Unionized, so you're going to cost a little bit more. This employee is an active member of the Enchanting Union. Their salary is 50% higher. However, good working conditions mean tiredness, boredom, and hunger lower 20% faster. Punctual, moves faster than most characters. Demanding, their wage is 30% higher than the rest of the staff. Unbreakable and pretentious, so, you know, the 30% kind of counteracts that a bit. However, improves their students' learning by 10%. That's a very powerful one, but inspiring is equally powerful. See, it's a shame your pedagogy isn't higher because the relaxed is going to hurt. Leafin is rather chatty. Very well. Leafles. There we are. Leafles brownie. There you go, chat. It's official. I remember being an inspiring teacher in the past. My lord. Alright, there we go. Tunk. I'm going to hand over the clearing of name and game now to the mods, so it's all down to you. As for the other rooms, now if I put them on this row, they will get a bonus, so it does make sense to do it. But it also helps that students can just go up. That definitely does help quite a lot as well. Dormitory. Have a dormitory here and then the rest of that row. Or I can put the dormitory over here and build it up. Or over here. I kind of want more staff, teaching rooms down here to benefit. So I'm going to pop a dormitory right here. They can get up into it from going from this room. But we will also place another one over there. Actually, before I do that. Now, it is actually important to look at these, where the doors are. You can see on the sides if there's exits to the left and the right, and the door at the back means there's an exit up and down. Those are important to pay attention to, really important actually. Because this one can only be accessed from up or down. You can't go left or right on this one. So you do need to bear that in mind. We're going to grab this dormitory though. I'm going to place that one right there. Plonk. We've got 5 beds. Then we're going to squeak in the student hall right about here. Actually, we'll pop it on this floor. You'll have to access it from here. And finally, the refectory over here. Again, this one can be accessed from up and down. So that gives us access to the 3rd floor easily enough. This is where they eat. The village banner, there's a couple of places I can put this. I can put it where people go to relax and recover their boredom. I can put it where they're going to sleep, or I can put it where they're going to eat. Efficiency is -25, 0%, 0%. Over here it's 3, 30, 30 because of the effect of this room. Let's go ahead and pop in... Let's assume they're going to be sleeping a decent amount. Let's pop in a village banner there. So as they sleep, they improve our standing with the villagers. The pig chamber, we're going to pop right about here. There we go. I won't be able to put anything above this one for now, but I can eventually build above it. Now the pig chamber, up to 3 students can use the pig chamber to communicate with the outside world and speed up communication with factions. Birds are outdated technology. With its aerodynamic contours, the guinea pig is the messenger of the future. It's true. Right, so with that in place, we can now get our students finally. We've already got 14 alchemy from this. So we've got Jared Baron. They're beautiful. This character loses much less sanity. They're also hyperactive, misbehaves a lot, but moves a bit faster. And they're also a bully. Well, isn't that great? Well, I mean, the only place I can put you is over here. Current year, 1 of 2. An arcane scholar. A worker. Learns all magic 10% faster, but they're also slow. A shame, but okay. Average wealth, normal intelligence, chaotic good. Contest of the houses. Courageous, unbreakable. These are very nice. Deals 35% more damage. Reduces all losses of health by 20%. Unbreakable and courageous are the qualities you want on your adventuring party. If you can get that on all of your adventuring party, it is absolutely wild. Hey, Day Master, how are you doing? That is... Hello all, Aavak, best YouTuber slash editor. That is demonstrably untrue, but very appreciated all the same. Smart, learns 20% faster. Ugly, unfortunate. Antisocial, works less efficiently in crowded rooms. But the ugly trait can actually lead into a couple of good things. So let's pop you in there. Popular, jack of all trades worker. Wow. Learns the first level of all magic disciplines 100% faster. Learns all magic 10% faster. Doubles prestige gain or loss at the end of their studies. Allergic to crustaceans. Learns alchemy 50% slower. And chatty. You slow down the learning of other students in the place with you. Now, the thing with chatty and stuff like that, you can also make a house to put everyone who's got negative traits and then just funnel them into certain disciplines so they don't distract anyone else. Chosen by the light, that's good. Learns plus 25% faster, so in here that's going to be amazing. Light sleeper. Now that's a shame because you'll spend less time in there earning a peasant reputation. And worker. Learns all magic 10% faster. Coward. Deals 50% less damage in combat and also slow. Oh well. Current year, 1 of 4. So you would have been here for quite some time. Normally. But there we are. We're done. It's time for us to actually begin, I think. However, the loser house, people said. Oh. Is that why you say? Okay. We have now completed the initial setup for our university. So naturally, we're going to go on a tea break. And I'm going to be back in like 5 minutes once I've topped up my tea, got on a couple of other drinks. And when we return, it is finally time for us to hit that unpause button and actually start getting some people in here and learning the magics. See you very, very soon. 2 hours in and we are unpausing. Wait, belay that. No. 2 hours and a quarter will be unpausing. Somewhere around there. Okay, so everything is set up. It is time for us to unpause. Clonk. Now, I'm very eager to see our students show up. Off to class. Good. Look at them go. Happy and happy and inspiring. Okay. Oi, get into your classes, you scallywags. Though I suppose getting the Goonie pigs ready to go is also acceptable. No, the Goonie... What did you just do? Poor Goonie pigs. Now, we've got a bunch of things to do. Salaries, upkeep. Goonie pig heading off for a grand adventure. The king wants to talk. Goonie pigs chatting away. We'll handle them as they come. Go forth! Brave and boldly. Right, we've got a couple of new students, new applicants. Smart, very good. Diligent, allergic to pollen. Well, you know, that just happens. Shadow Disciple, learns Shadow 25% faster. Well behaved. And hyperactive, so it behaves a lot. Current year, 1 of 6. My lord, you would have been here for 7 years. But we're shaving off an extra year to just get you in and out faster. Orphan, well behaved. Normal, poor. Other smart, lawful, neutral, unbreakable, voracious. Hunger low is 30% slower while this character is eating. Bibliophobia makes for inefficient library work. Fair. Tribe tribute. We orcs don't need much, and what we need we can take from those weak humans. On the other hand, you could give us things directly so that we don't have to kill you first. That way everyone wins. You're free to come. 4 orcs. Sorry, but we have a bit of a shortage these days. Reputation with the orc tribe goes down by 2, or always happy to give tribute. Truly. We could lose 100 gold, but we would generate 15 reputation with the orcs, and honestly that is useful, so let's go ahead with that one. The more reputation we can build without having to pay for it, the better. Now if I look at the map, so this is the reason why you would want to increase it, and this is our progress towards being able to communicate with the outside world. We can go there and actually do something. We'll get a quest, various random events. So the orcs, at -25, students generate 10% less natural mana. And at -75, they increase the cost of all cards by 5%. But at +25, students generate 10% more natural mana, and at +75, reduces the cost of all cards by 5%. So really useful to have the orcs on board. In fact, it's useful to have anyone on board. So the king over here, new students are wealthier on average, and then you gain 20 gold each time you recruit a student. Or new students are poorer, and prestige lowers faster over time. The guild tavern. This is the adventurers. +25 gets you students generate 10% more arcane mana, and new teachers are better educators on average, and then the opposite is true if it's negative. Merchants, that's just shady deals. Then we've got Crocorp's Village, the peasants. Lowers the teacher salaries by 30% at +25 and increases the loading speed of messenger guinea pigs by 20%. These are, in my opinion, by and large, the most important to get very happy as quickly as you can. Because the more messages you can send out, the more interaction you have, the better the chance that you can complete the main quest, so on and so forth. Inquisition. At 25, students generate 10% more light mana, and then at 75, they increase the mana gained from events by 20%, which is pretty good, because I believe that includes graduations. And then the local cemetery. At 25, students generate 10% more shadow mana. At 75, slows down the progress of evil by 5%. But at -75, the number of enemies during attacks is increased by another 4, which would be particularly rough for us, I must confess. Right, so continue on. This is our Goonie Pig friend. Right, the king sends his regards. Ah, a new school for my kingdom. How great! So very great. And I would very much like to help, for I am a fair and generous king who absolutely adores all of his wonderful guards. I hear that they all went to your school. They speak very highly of you. Yeah, I would very much like... Did I say how fair and generous I am and how much I would like to help? Please don't hurt me. What would you need? Our school would need some new source of funding, so extra gold, which we could then turn into a card, or help from the royal architects would be useful to build an advanced room. Generally speaking, I like this one. Leave it. May I roll for judge intention? Yes. The enchantment workshop, so enchantment skills, the chamber of truth, or the assassin's arena. A classroom that allows students to quickly improve their assassination skills. This room comes with a teacher. It's not really magic, sure, but mages with the secondary class are very popular. Or here is where we train light magic mages who have psychopathic tendencies, otherwise known as inquisitors. Or a great class for hands-on students. Teaches the making of golems and +2 swords. Well, we already are generating arcane mana. We're going to be generating light mana, so I kind of need to be generating shadow mana. Again, much like... we're generating nature and light. And because we've got the rune scriptorium, we will be generating alchemy. So all we would need then is arcane in addition to having this. The mana, in much the same way as gold can just buy regular buildings, you can buy specific buildings, or, well, cards, so they might not always be buildings, with the decks, but you do need the mana in order to do it. So we're going to go with the Assassin's Arena. I'm not going to leave before I've seen this Goonie Pig go on their grand adventure. Fare thee well, Goonie Pig! Goodbye. Right, new students have arrived. Let's go ahead. Oh, the Adventurers Guild sends its regards. I found a window between 2 troll massacres to come say hi. The opening for a new school, magic school is always good news for the Adventurers Guild. What kind of magic do you train? Mages who can mend folks. We're always in need of good healers. Mages that can blow up things. Great addition to your next raid. Mages that know how to use magical trinkets are useful too, sometimes. Let's go for healers or blow things up. I'm going to go with blow things up. There we go. Elemental Dojo. I was hoping for that. We could get the Demonic Chamber to help out with Shadow Deck, but no. There's also the Shield. Active characters in this room have their combat power greatly increased for a few minutes. Danger is everywhere, and what's wrong with giving weapons to children, right? What could possibly go wrong? Elementalist Dojo, a classroom that allows students to quickly improve their elementalism skill. This room comes with a teacher. The only real magic that counts is the ability to cast fireballs. This is the room where you learn just that. I know quite a few people who play D&D that way, actually. Well, we're only going to be able to fit one of these, so... Pom! There we go. Right, who's next? Dutrius is next. We've got Inspiring, Relax, Punctual, Demanding. Pedagogy is excellent or good. Lawful, Evil, or Neutral, Neutral. Unionized. Steadfast, loses 20% less sanity. Deals 50% less damage. Hypochondriac, slowly loses health over time. Steadfast, loses 20% less... I mean, you are Inspiring, but... I think... You're unionized and you're demanding. That's going to be very expensive for me. But you have excellent pedagogy. It has to be Kira. So, you shall be Dutrius. There we go. Dutrius Tracalin. You are our Elementalist. Assassin's Arena. Let's get you down as well. Can this one go up? Yes, it can. Good. Dunk. Ernest or Sandro, a fun, round-bellied researcher who is voracious, chaotic neutral assassin, or a lawful, evil, excellent pedagogy, unionized assassin. Ancient wisdom. Students in this class learn 10% faster, combined with their pedagogy. That's great. Under the king's protection. When teaching, this teacher may increase your reputation with the king. Also procrastinator. Acts and gets tired, 25% slower. Voracious researcher. While teaching, this teacher generates some mana points for their discipline. Well, that one is particularly nice. Round belly, they get hungry faster, and fun. Students in this teacher's class get bored half as fast. I mean, they're good, so... Ultimately, though, we're going with Sandra. It's gonna cost, but... Pays to get the best, but it also costs. Aavak, there you go. Master Assassin. Now, it looks like our quests are going to show up shortly, along with a bunch more students. Right, how are our students doing? They are singing hymns, I think. One's going to go and have some noms. 2 of them are already snoozing. Villagers send their regards. Hi there. We're from around here. We don't like trouble. And we're not fond of strangers. What exactly are you doing? Don't worry, we exclusively teach sacred magic in accordance with the rules of the Church of Light. That would get us a bunch of light mana, enough to buy a card. Reputation with the Inquisition would go down, and reputation with the peasants would go up. Don't worry, for our school mainly trains mages specialised in healing of farm animals. A wallop load of nature mana, and reputation with the peasants goes up a little bit. Or, do not worry, for our school mainly trains mages specialised in necromancy and the summoning of powerful demons. Reputation with the peasants goes down quite a lot, but the reputation with the Lord of Evil goes up a little bit, so, you know, swings and roundabouts, really. But I think... Actually, we could probably do with the Shadow Mana more than anything. Where's the do not worry? We just build rooms specially for fireballs and rooms to train assassins option. Well, I guess that would be this one, really. Let's not upset the peasants, though. Let's go with nature mana. Dunk. Guardian of the treasure. Greetings, human. I am a sphinx. I am the guardian of celestial treasures. I will tell a riddle, and your answer will decide whether you may gain access to my treasures, or if I get to devour you. Oh, come on. Anything but a riddle. Could have some consequences later on. Triggers a new event. Ah, you refuse my riddle? Just as well. I have absolutely no more treasure left. However, since you look like a mage, maybe you could help me rebuild my treasure stock? Well, I guess sphinxes could be useful as allies. Receives the quest. Guardians of Treasure. Right, well, let's pause that there. I have no idea what the quest for the Guardians of Treasure is, I must confess. Oops, that's not the thing we wanted to bring up. There's loads of stats you can have a look at. Where's the Sphinx? Oh, There we are. Tower of Riddles. No idea what we're going to be doing, but we're probably going to be trying to find out what we're going to have to do with them very, very soon. I believe we can send out a Goonie Pig now, though. We're going to go ahead and accept students. You can accept them straight away, or they'll also accept once you get to them. A passionate procrastinator. They're passionate about procrastinating. Very well. Well, I mean, there's literally only one place for you to go. A bit slow. Jack of all trades. Shifty. Misbehaves much more than a normal student and claustrophobic. Learns shadow magic. 50% slower. Well. Worker. Passionate. Old-fashioned. Loses sanity faster. Miserable. Very poor. Smart. You're only going to be here for 2 years, though. That's good enough for me. Right. Well, let's have a look at what our money will get us. I'm not quite enough yet to buy a new general building, but we've got Ivy, we've got the Sylvan King's Horns. When a student is at least level 3 in Druidism, they get the Sylvan King's Horns. Their tiredness now grows 75% slower. Or 4 season shoulder pads. When a student is at least 1 in Druidism and Herbalism, they get the 4 season shoulder pads. Their health gains are now doubled. That is useful on anyone that is going into a fight, but this is more useful for people learning. It's just it'll take longer to get there. This is a Druid artifact mainly because they take up so much room indoors. This is a Druid's artifact mainly because they take up so much room indoors. Now, you can accept the same artifact multiple times. Every time you accept it, you drop all of the level requirements it has by 1. We already dropped the level requirements by 1, which means that if I accepted 1 more of these, then it would only require level 1 in Druidism. So, I'll take that one. And I can just activate that straight away. Pomp. So now that is in our list of artifacts, and if we go to have a look at that, there we go. Each identical equipment card drops the level 1, blah, 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 blah. It can't go below 1, though, sadly. This is Guardian of the Treasury. A relationship with the Sphinx must be at 90 or higher. Objective not set, objective not set. We're going to hold off on finding out where all of this is. This is currently our setup. So, this is a portion of mana that's been generated or lessons that have been taken. Then this is the students, the breakdown. So we've got 7 smart, 3 normal, 2 slow. In terms of money, it's kind of even, actually. We're very much more lawful and good than anything else. In terms of finances, well, you know, this is going to be all over the place, frankly. This will make be more useful to us later. And then finally, university property and staff. The various reputations. So as you can see, the reputations are actually starting to go up already across the board. Except with the Lord of Evil. But there's a lot of statistics in this game. This is primarily a management sim, basically. Term summary. Sure, go ahead and take my money, I guess. Right, can I send out... Yes, we can communicate with the world. Like I said, communicating with the peasants is probably the most important thing early on. Yes, I want to contact this faction. I don't have much nature magic, which is a shame. What do you want? Quick, you're scaring the cows. The colour indicates the rarity of the event. The village is bustling. The brand new reversible double-seated cart 3000 has just arrived. It's big, it's beautiful, and it's shiny, shiny, shiny. It's the best in the field of mechanical agriculture. Ah, we came with fertility potions for your animals. Take it, free of charge. This one's great if you've got 25 natural mana. I should have probably held off, because that's a big boost to your peasant reputation. I just want to make sure all is well, dear neighbour. So you've usually got something like that. You're really going to use that? Do you know how it works? Triggers a new event. We could enchant it, you know, to avoid unfortunate accidents. Reputation with the peasant would be huge, but it would require a lot of arcane mana to do this. Plus, we get prestige points. Prestige, the higher our university's prestige, the more students we'll attract. We've come to make a deal to supply the university kitchen. Your reputation is at least 50 with the peasants, and you have 30 gold. We'd lose a bit of reputation, but we'd draw a refractory card. You're going to use that? Do you know how it works? Actually, I have no idea. I bought it because that trader fella told me it'd work well with cows. Could you show me how it works? Press the red button. Press the blue button. Press the green button. Reselling the machine will be better for everyone. Get a load of gold. Peasants would hate me. Okay, chat. What do you think we should go with? Do we cut the red wire, the green wire, the blue wire? I mean, do we press the red button, the blue button, or the green button? React with your teapots. And I will pick the teapot's colour that stands out the best. Splat says green is factually the best colour. Wow, that's a bold claim there, Splat. But it actually looks like chat agrees with you since all of the green teapots are coming out. Okay, green button it is. Plomp. The cart is not just a cart, it turns fruits into alcohol. Perfect. We've just got 3 alcohol cards. Now you might be wondering, what's so good about that? Well, we can brew potions. An alchemical component used to create potions which require 3 different components. This is a base component for many potions, which explains why students love alchemy so much. That was actually quite an amazing outcome. Not gonna lie, that was brilliant. If we have a look over here, I can see all of the different potion recipes that we've got. So we've got cleaning potions, bottled glory. I haven't got philosopher's stone potion yet. We've got demonic distillation. It's just a pear in the bottle. I love it. So we would be able to use that for cleaning potion, bottled glory. Oh no, sorry. Demonic distillation, sacred elixir. It's an alternate recipe for void potion. It's an alternate recipe for alchemical reagent. And that's it so far. But sometimes it's good to keep hold of these because there are events that if you've just got them lying around, you can use them. Once you put them in the cauldron, they're in the cauldron and that's it. No more holidays. Our kid bothers us much less when he's at your school than when he's at home. Could you make sure he does not come home too often? I mean, you know, depending on whether or not I send him to a dungeon, he might not come home at all, but we'll make space just for him. Have at least 50 gold. We could draw the private bedroom card. There's nothing we can do. He's probably going home because he likes you. Somehow. Surely an animal would convince him to stay. If I had 50 nature mana, I could draw an animal card. If he gets a better bed, he might not come to see you so often. Have at least 1 private bedroom. Sadly, I do not. So, I'll spend the 50 gold to get a private bedroom, sure. It's a very cheap draw, because normally a card would cost me 250. Right, so private bedroom. If we have a look, you can enter from the left, the right, and from up or down. It can have 2 separate beds and an artifact. Allows 2 students to rest in great conditions, which greatly reduces tiredness. I could place it over there, but we're not going to. We're going to place it up top somewhere. Pop one right in. Well, you know what? We'll pop one in here, because it guarantees that I can have something else then to the side there. This is the general like rest, relaxation level anyway. I will still put down a rune scriptorum eventually, just because it massively increases efficiency. If we turn on filters, we can see the efficiency filter. Everything on this level looks good. Well, except that, because it doesn't increase its own efficiency. But up here, not great. You can upgrade rooms by adding more cards to them. So, for example, I could put another refractory on this refractory instead of building a separate refractory. Now, what that will not do is give me an extra 6 seats for people to eat. But what it will do is make eating in this one much, much better. And gradually upgrades the look as well, which is actually quite cool. But, yeah, those rune scriptorums, because of that quality, is just absolutely bonkers good. And then there's other things. Nature filters shows your students' average natural magic. Turn that one off. We don't really have much to see about this yet. Room level filter. It'll show me what level they're at. And also, different rooms gain special abilities as they level up. That's another thing that I didn't quite cover there. So, for example, the refractory. If I get up to 2 levels, I can make healthy. Students have a strong chance to lose their voracious trait, or short circuits. Eating at this refractory may improve your reputation with peasants. You've also got the hunger filter, which shows the general students' hunger levels, so on and so forth. We've got health filter, blah, blah, sanity filter, cleanliness filter. We need janitors to clean the rooms because as rooms get filthy, they get much less efficient. Oh, that's good enough. Speed a long time. Be slow. Those creaky bones.